So, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is right around the corner. And you know what that means? The global scramble for tickets is officially on. If you're hoping to be there in the stands, you're going to need more than just luck. You need a solid strategy. And in this breakdown, we're going to build your official game plan, step by step, to help you snag those tickets.
Because let's be real, this is about so much more than a soccer match. It's the roar of tens of thousands of people, the sea of flags, that shared passion. It's about being there, part of a moment in history that, trust me, you are going to remember for the rest of your life.
Okay, so you're dreaming about it, you're ready for the experience, but then comes that huge question, right? How do you actually get your hands on tickets? How do you cut through all the noise, avoid the scams, and dodge those dreaded sold-out signs? Well, that's exactly what we're about to break down.
All right, first things first, before you even think about which match you want to see, you have to understand the timeline. In the race for World Cup tickets, timing isn't just important, it's literally everything. And knowing the different sales phases, that is, without a doubt, your most critical first step.
So, FIFA basically breaks the whole thing down into two main windows. First up, you've got the general sales phase. This is your prime time, your best shot, where the majority of tickets get released to the public. Then, way closer to the tournament, you have the last-minute sales phase. Now, think of this like a high-stakes gamble, a final scramble for whatever's left over from returns or last-minute releases. It's risky, but the reward is huge. And this visual, it really breaks it down perfectly. That general sales phase, it's like you're shooting at an open goal. It's your absolute best chance to score a ticket. The last-minute phase, on the other hand, well, that's more like a dramatic penalty shootout. High pressure, a final chance, but let's be real, the odds are definitely not in your favor.
Okay, but let's say you are thinking about that last-minute option. If you're going to play that game, here is the single most important thing you need to do, and I mean right now. Go to FIFA.com and sign up for their ticket notifications, because when those tickets drop, it's all about speed, and that alert means you're at the front of the line.
Okay, so you've got the timeline down. Now for the main event. Let's get into the actual playbook for purchase day. The moment that sales window opens, you have to be ready to move, and move fast.
You know, the actual process is surprisingly simple. It really just comes down to three key steps. First, and this is crucial, head directly to FIFA.com. Seriously, avoid all those other third-party sites. They're just trouble. Find the ticket section. Second, you make your picks. Which match, what seating category, and how many tickets you need. And finally, you complete the purchase. Simple as that. But you have to be prepared.
So really, what's the big takeaway here? It's simple. The process isn't hard, but the competition is absolutely fierce. Your best move, your best strategy, is to be ready to go during that general sales phase. Don't leave this to chance.
All right, getting that ticket is a massive win, for sure. But guess what? That's only half the battle. Now we've got to talk about planning the ultimate fan trip, because the whole World Cup experience is so much more than just what happens inside the stadium.
The second you get that ticket confirmation, the planning clock starts ticking, fast. First, accommodation. Book it immediately. I'm not kidding, prices will go through the roof, and anything near a stadium will be gone in a flash. Next, check out the official fan zones. Even with a ticket, these are the heart and soul of the tournament atmosphere. The bottom line, the second you have tickets, start planning everything else.
Okay, let's talk about the big one, the fear that keeps fans up at night. You tried everything, but the final, or that huge rivalry match, it's completely sold out. Is the dream over?
Your dream is absolutely not over. This is where the fan zones come in, and trust me, they are incredible. Don't think of it as a second-best option. Think of it as a massive global party. You're watching the game on giant screens surrounded by thousands of fans from all over the world. It's an electric and way more affordable way to be right in the middle of the action.
All right, so we've walked through the timeline, the step-by-step on how to buy, and even how to plan your trip. Now it's time for the final and maybe most important piece of the puzzle, your call to action. Because your journey to the 2026 World Cup doesn't start next year, it starts right now.
And if you take away one thing from all of this, let it be this. Don't just dream about it. Start preparing today. That means getting a budget together for the tickets and the travel, talking to your friends who might want to go, and just being ready to pull the trigger at the moment those sales go live.
And just one last reminder, your absolute single source of truth through this whole thing is FIFA.com. That's it. Don't get sidetracked by rumors or sketchy resellers. Every single official update, dates, prices, availability, it's all going to come straight from that website. It's your official guide.
And there you have it. That is your complete game plan. The strategy is clear, the steps are all laid out. Your World Cup 2026 dream is totally within reach. So the only question left is, are you going to be in the stadium when history is made? Thanks for hanging out with us for this breakdown.